Probably this one. I'm gonna tell you anyway. Doesn't matter. So I woke up at like 2 a.m. Do you want to talk about what? Quit throwing Legos at me. So I woke up at like 2 a.m., 2:30, 2 or 3 a.m. And had to go brush my tail, as you do sometimes. And so, as I went to go get my brush, it was in the restroom, in the bathroom. I knocked one of the lids off my lotion bottle. Or lotion jar? I don't know. Either way, knocked the lid off, so I had to turn the light on to find it. You know, I'm sleepy, I grabbed it, put it back on, whatever. Went back to bed, it's fine. At 5 a.m., I have no idea how this happened. I have no idea. At 5 a.m., a massive lotion bottle... No, I just knocked the lid off of it. It was fine. The jar stayed where it was. A massive lotion bottle that I keep... I have a shelving unit behind my bed. I used to keep books on it when I was younger. I didn't forget my pills. A massive lotion bottle, like 20 ounces, I think. Pretty big for a lotion bottle. Somehow managed to fall off of that and onto my bed and shook the whole bed. And I thought I was under attack. So I woke up ready to fight. But there was nothing to fight. And so, like, this is like 5:30 a.m. So So I'm waking up ready to fight, and there's just a ghost. Am I just behind? Is my stream behind? Is that why I'm not, like, it's not right? Let me just refresh. It's not matching up. Alright. Was that jumped in the past? What are you talking about? See, I touched my face, and the hand doesn't go up. But I touched my face, this hand doesn't go up. Alright, we got Knight's counter argument. Alright, so we're gonna get to the bottom of this. I think we should finish this for today. There's no denying it. Forensics proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's a murderer, and you just proved it. You removed Edgeworth, but you just remember two things. One, where you found that gun, and two, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter. Gunga! I think he's trying to say Knight. How did it come to this? Being the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is. There's no way Tabby did it, is there? Don't let him get to you, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. Must be something further we can deduce from them. Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth. No denying it, forensic proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. No, that's... What was it you said? That forensics would back you up? Knurk! How's it feel to be shot in the chest by your own conclusive proof, huh? Not so good, I imagine. The bullet and the gun were a match, Mr. Edgeworth. That kind of has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger, no? Even so, I simply cannot accept that. But sir, there's no denying the evidence. There isn't. So what am I missing? I assume Miss Lloyd to be innocent. Then the gun and the bullet shouldn't be a match. What is it, Kay? I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, maybe there's something wrong with it. Ask me to call the evidence into question? Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there. Seem very sure about this. What if he switched guns when we gave him the evidence? I'm pretty sure he switched guns when we gave him the evidence. Call my great thief's intuition. Intuition, huh? Still, she could be right. Except we don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... As someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost to me, but... Hard to call piece of evidence into question. You have to be... The gun. If something untoward is going on here, it would have to be involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered, and remove yourselves from this plane. Please said if I were you, Edgeworth. Good on. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? We need the ample opportunity. There's no doubt this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime. I think it must belong to...
Take that!
The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area.
Hold it!
Mr. Knight.
Objection!
No, you hold it. You were the one who proved this. Or are you saying that forensics was wrong? Well, I had the victim's blood on it. Means it must be the one that took his life. It does seem to have been fired from the gun we found in the trash can. You just love this? Face, Edgeworth. What a picture. Of a man in dire straits, yes, well spotted, you. Let's just agree that the facts are what they are, and move on. That gun fired the fatal bullet. He's not gonna let me get in a word in edgewise, so who pulled the trigger?
Hold it!
Yes, who indeed? Still can't bring yourself to admit the truth, huh? I get it, I was in your shoes just a few minutes ago. Burn me up on the inside, you know? And you really want to shoot someone. Sorry, it's no laughing matter, I know. We both know who really did shoot someone, don't we? Can't have been me, I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend.
Hold it!
What proof is there that Miss Lloyd fired that gun? What proof? How about the forensics you ordered? Didn't find her prints, though, did they? Yeah, the only prints they found were yours, pal.
Objection!
From when I confiscated the evidence, probably. When I say it wasn't Miss Journalist, who was it? Because it can't have been me. One investigation put the shooter in the spectator area, didn't it? Erg! Are you ready to admit it yet? All the evidence points to in one direction. Had killed Rook, she's a murderer, and you just proved it.
Hold it!
Not what I proved at all. Oh yes? What did you prove? Just trying to make this about how I fired the first shot? Sure, you proved that, and I admitted it. But so what? You're forgetting that you're here to do one thing, and one thing only. You got that right, to uncover the truth. And you think ruining your country's relationship with Zingfa is going to do that? No, your job is to solve an attempted assassination, nothing else. That's not what my job is, thank you very much. You don't get to tell me what to do. Oh sure, let the trail go cold while you flip your wig over who gets to say what to who. Or you could finally do the right thing and admit that your little friend is guilty. Never, you're the guilty one here. There's no doubt about it. Markings of the bullet are consistent with those left by the weapon from the trash can. Mr. Knight were to have tampered with the gun somehow. He'd only have done it once I'd handed over the evidence, and not a moment before. Anything we can do, Mr. Edgeworth? Must be something. Our reasoning this far has been sound, I'm sure of it. Seems he can overcome his defense this time as well. Really? Even with the forensics results on his side? If testimony is untruthful, there is always a contradiction to be found. So nobody has to say for himself one more time. Admit it. You switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings matched the weapon in question. It was yours all along. Heh. An intriguing move there, Edgeworth. And? You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation. You later sight from the gun we found in the trash can. Put it on your own. Then not long afterwards, you had handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found. Heh, I did, huh? Think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future? That's so strange. You're a chess player, after all. Man, well, we should think it's several moves ahead. This seems really unsafe. I'm flattered. But much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, you even have any proof that I made the switch? Gun's the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. Look, there's a laser sight attached. Let's take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just what we'd expect to see. What proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None, that's what. Saying overestimating your abilities. You surprised me. What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure. Ever accepted the chessboard, that is. Huh. Well, I don't see a chessboard here. Do you? Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up, I just didn't have the right evidence. I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence. Will be your excuse, I'd imagine. How's he know? We didn't. I don't think we recorded them. Same amount as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence.
Hold it.
Coincidence, you should say. Or was it a necessity? Can't be both, pal. Sure can. We bought bodyguards to protect the president. And the girl needed to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about them. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's heard of that we also have to use. Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun? Probably something to do with ease of use. No spent case to chase down, for example. Also, I think revolvers are less likely to jam. Exactly, the perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail, or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way. Assuming it's registered. Hey, look, there's a laser sight attached.
Hold it.
But you swapped it on there. Put up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence? Well, that is... Don't go making accusations you can't back up. Where'd your dad never teach you that? As it stands, the facts are in my favor here. Let's take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just what we'd expect to see.
Hold it.
How's he know? I didn't mean to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in its cylinder? So, girl here? Oh, no. That was a few rounds earlier, as you saw. He reloads his gun every time he fires it. If I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. Of course, in order to swap the guns properly, he'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means... I think it's about time you did the right thing and resigned, don't you? And it's all about done, you see. Did you have that switch the original gun out for mine, huh? No, that's why.
Hold it.
So there's something you clearly don't have. If you did, you'd have made your move by now. You just still have proof, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Won't be given the chance to investigate any further. I'll have to work with what we gathered. When I was thinking, consider all the possibilities. Heh heh heh. If you got out the goods, it's now or never. How are we supposed to prove he switched the guns? Of course, we don't have any direct evidence of his wrongdoing. That in itself is proof of the kind. Because otherwise, the striations shouldn't line up like they do. Right, sir? Right. We must carefully consider it and infer what we can from the evidence he brings up in his testimony. This is there somewhere. Alright, we gotta put through the gun again. Oh, wait.
Objection.
Nope, no good. What do you have to say about this, Come on, you're a chess guy. You know the rules as well as I do. Of course I do. It's evidence. It's... Ha, gotcha. When such speech, you gotta move it. You just made the wrong move. Own it, Edgeworth. Look, how could I have? Okay, what do we have? Proves it must be weapons used.
Objection!
See the gun here. I had the right evidence in the wrong place. I have your proof. Right here. That's your proof? I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth. He did swap the bullets out. So now he's got fingerprints on the bullets. That's what he said. Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you. Looking forward to this. Go ahead, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook? Bishop? Not a pawn, surely. Hexagon pride takes the form of fingerprints. Fingerprints. Namely your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection!
My prints? Ah, of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be on there?
Objection!
What if I told you there were prints on the part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point? What? Where? You can't prove that. Oh, but I can. There's a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happened as you say. Let me present the final piece of evidence. They will bring our game to its frightful conclusion. Here, look closely at the cylinder, Detective. 2 bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir? You didn't need to switch the guns when I handed you the evidence. If that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected. Because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different. We chose the bullets in the gun we found. Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun? We only fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. We fired another bullet into Mr. Rook in his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus a few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. After he shot, he loaded his gun out of habit. With his bare hands, of course. Nurga! Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found, the ones you mentioned in your report? So they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight. Gnurk! Aye, that's... And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin. I didn't. I just want to point out, he's still armed with a gun. Nobody else has a gun in here. I don't have a gun. Gumshoe probably doesn't have a gun. I mean, the president might. But that's, what, 5 people? He's got 6 shots. He could kill all of us. As fast as he reloads, he could probably kill, you know. Anyway, I didn't. Checkmate. Grr. No! How's he saying no with his teeth clenched like that? Where'd all that stuff come from? I was going to be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook, if he hadn't been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole team. My plan was perfect. Fake assassination was supposed to be flawless. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Oh, never mind. We got more people here, and those guys have guns. Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game is over yet. Aye, Captain. I'm afraid this is far as we go for today. Next moves we play will be in the courtroom. But it's not fair. It's not fair. He's all buff again. Look at him. He's all buffed up again. You think that's like his outfit? He's actually really fat and he just like... And this is like air or something? Mr. Edward, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that. He's suddenly very presidential again, now that we're back outside the plane. I saw it, you know, when I first proposed a fake assassination to him. You want me to handle it, not Rook? Rook refused. But I can rely on you, can't I? Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. He'll play his part like the pawn he is. The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with the knight in charge of our little deception. And looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life. Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted a fake attempt on your life. That was your crime, and it's a crime you will have to live with. You're right. I can only apologize for the part I played. And I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. I'll be here in your country for a little while longer yet. And when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Xingfa. You'll always be welcome. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Y'all don't know how grateful I am. All's well that ends well. Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was, of course, entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak with you about this matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. I know, and I'm awful sorry about everything. Truly I am. I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits. There sure are. I got me some serious thinking to do. You did, Miss Redworth, have something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum, earns eternal gratitude to President. How's that for a headline? Hey, there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how's it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon. Certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment. Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun. As well I should be. This case is not over yet. It isn't? How come, sir? Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over.
Take that!
The killer's calling card. Mr. Killer has yet to complete his assignment. I mean, you might still try to murder the president? I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. As one would expect with the attempted assassination of a president, the case is all over the news, and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. And in the midst of all of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. Dun dun dun! The end. Alright, how many episodes are there? Do we know? Also, I forgot to say happy single to Mayo yesterday. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go brush. It is about that time. I'm actually a little late. 5? Okay, so we're like 20% done. Alright, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go brush. And boop. Pressed it. Boop. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, a couple seconds late. Okay. I mean, purring is just a happiness sign. I mean, cats purr, and I don't know. I don't know why it feels awkward. I feel like you're trying to make me feel awkward. I feel like you're trying to make me feel awkward. That's how I feel. Alright. Purring is it's like smiling. You can make a person smile if you you know, treat them nice in a way they like. Alright, so let's look at the episodes. I like the been yeeted. Okay. Start this one. Thank you for the bats. Ring ring. Ring ring. Is this a prison? It's too dark for that. Blood! Oh, there's Knight. He's dead. I guess it is a prison. I mean, he's a murderer. I don't really care about murders. It's a dog! Yeah, murdered by a dog. There's no sign of them, huh? Yeah, how long do they intend to keep us waiting? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm sure the guard will bring him in any second now. Hey, Bastion Rook. It's been 2 days since the incident at the park, and today we're paying a visit to the detention center. My aim, of course, is to interview Bronco Knight, who has been charged with the murder. His trial is due to start tomorrow, and I'm to be the prosecutor behind the bench. You know, I wish cases move this fast. Like in real life. In real life, it takes like 2 years to get a trial. What's taking so long? You there, what's going on? I don't know, sir. I'll go and check. We've got a situation. It's Knight. He's been killed. What? Killed in the detention center? Come on, Stretchworth. What are you waiting for? Right. Guard, take us to scene of the crime at once. Yes, sir. So it didn't happen in the holding cells. For sure that was where he was being held. Your life, your choice. So hold up, the crime scene is this way. But where are you taking us? Does this door lead to prison proper? Yes. And those other cells aren't part of the prison? Not exactly, no. Those are the detention centers, holding cells. That's where the defendants are kept while they're awaiting trial. Maybe beyond this door serves a rather different purpose. Yeah, it's for the people who are convicted to serve out their time. I suppose you could say it's the last place a great thief should ever want to be. I've unlocked it, sir. Please follow me. What is this place? That's not alright. He's dead. I mean, we already knew he was dead. How could this have happened? And how do you wind up inside the prison proper? Random Fox. Oh, this is a good one. Adventure Fox. I mean, they're all good ones. I do have a soft spot for some of the new ones, though. This is horrible. How did Mr. Knight get himself murdered? Yep, died with his beloved chessboard. I can't believe it myself, but there could be no doubting the evidence of our own eyes. What's he doing here? I thought he was being held in the detention center, no? That reminds me of a book I read one time where, I say, you know, if you keep talking like that, you're gonna get a fist put in your mouth. And I'll report it as a self-inflicted injury. He's being held in the detention center, no? What's he doing here? He must have been. His trial hadn't even begun yet. All states until convicted, suspects are to be kept in cells separate from the main prison. Only those who have been found guilty are sent to the prison proper. There's no way Knight should have been in here. Maybe he wandered his way over. The consider the prisoner separated not only by two heavy doors, but also a lengthy corridor. That would have been a long way to wander, especially for a detainee. Unless he went through the other way. So we better take a closer look at Knight's body. We need to examine the scene of the crime carefully if we want to get to the bottom of this. Workshop. I'm most curious about this over here. What is this? This part of the floor is covered with dirt. You know what that means, sir? Footprints. Too many footprints, unfortunately. We'll need a specialist to identify them. Let's just gotta wait till forensics gets here. Yes, and in the meantime, if you could refrain from treading all over it. We won't slip up and get the old jacket dirty, huh? Good point, Mr. Edward. Thanks. My concern was for the footprints, not your jacket, detective. There's a whip. I inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Indeed, this area is too big to take in all at once. Fortunately, I can use blah 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 to look up and down. Got it. I'm scoured the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Oh, looks like a pulley of some kind. Any privilege use it for work? I suppose so, yes. Yes, I know you're going to say no, but absolutely not, Kay. You're not permitted to swing on the rope. Arg, I knew it! Arg, I should have known you were being serious. You're attacking something like this in a prison, huh? A cage inside a cage. Technically, a prison isn't made up of cages but cells. What's the difference? No offense, Mr. Edgeworth, but you've got to look at the basic nature of the things more. Yes, the basic nature of an investigation is the pursuit of accurate facts and information. Let's go down. Can we go down? Okay, there we go. Hit that. These tarps are rather colorful. I was trying to look at the whip. Gotta stand out in a room like this, don't they? They certainly don't look like they belong in a prison. Look, there's a whip on top of them. You know who that reminds me of, right? Francisca. Hey, maybe it's actually hers. Maybe she left it here. Not a chance. Shoot or whip are attached at the wrist. Trust me. There's a rope near Knight's body, too. Speaking of which, want to see my super stealthy rope escape trick? Thanks, but I'll let you know when I'm needed for saving. Tisk. Seems genuinely disappointed. It's a sink. Doesn't seem to contain any useful clues. Nope. No with treasure either. You do know I'm not actually looking for treasure, right? This is like a dog grooming area. Look at the those are for holding the dog. It's all the weird equipment. Not sure. I don't see anything particularly suspicious here. Smells weird though. Kinda musky, like wet fur. I know you had such a keen nose. Oh, it's nothing special, really. Except when it comes to sniffing out treasure. I always steal all my valuables away in airtight containers. No way, Mr. Edward, I never steal any of your stuff. But you would happily steal someone else's. I'm not sure that's entirely reassuring. Bronco Knight. Killed the day before his court date. We better take a closer look. Huh? Is that? Oh, I've seen one of those in your office, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sure you have, Detective. It's a pocket chess set. Victims, I'd imagine. I actually have one. I have a chess/checker set. It is. I got it when I was very little. It's like a travel thing. But I don't know. Actually, I don't know what happened to it. It's probably somewhere. Somewhere in my house, I have the thing. I used to love playing chess and checkers. When I used to go to church. Okay, when I used to go to church when I was very little, what we would do is we'd take the bulletins and we'd play tic-tac-toe. But that got kind of boring. After a few, you know. And so we switched to, we made a little checkers board out of, like, paper and stuff. And then I actually got a little magnetic one, so I would just take that to church. And we played checkers or chess. What? Church is boring. Don't give me that look. What are you investigating? Yes, I got a little magnetic travel set. It doesn't even have. It's just like little flat pieces, like checkers with like different pieces on them. Makes sense. He loved chess after all. Yeah, it would have been a good way to pass the time. A rubber glove. Yep, it's the one though. Should examine it in more detail. Oh, we zoomed in. There's mud all over it. Maybe the prisoners are making mud pies. Wish I could have joined them. I love making mud pies. Anywhere near my crime scene or not. Intimate use only. Oh, sorry, inmate use only. I guess that means it must be one of the prisoners who was using it, right? It should certainly imagine so. Can I... How do I move? Oh, well, whatever. Fingers are covered in blood on this side. I think we can safely assume the glove was dropped sometime after Knight's blood had been spilled. We can? How come? Because that had been on the floor when the pool of blood was forming. Then the blood would have flowed around it, not underneath it. I mean, there'd only be a band of blood around the edges of the fingers, and not over the backside. Assuming the glove was discarded after the blood had pooled around the body, they were murdered or ditched it after they did the deed. It's certainly a possibility. At the very least, whoever it was that dropped it must have seen the body. Also, I'm pretty sure you can take fingerprints off the glove. Inside the glove. You there? Yes, sir. Have you seen that glove before? Yes, sir. Prisoners wear them for work. It's strange, though. Prisoners issued those gloves are under strict orders to keep them in their cells. They're allowed to take them out without permission, and we always check. I suppose that would explain why there aren't any other gloves in the workshop. Alright, well, look at this little tarp. Wise parts are covered by a dirt-stained tarp. There's a rope on top of it. Was Knight tied up with the rope somehow? Let's take a look under the sheet as well. Look at all that red stuff. He was wrapped in the sheet. He was wrapped in this and dragged here. Yes, I'd say that's blood. Just keep looking around. There's bound to be more secrets to uncover, I'm sure of it. Look at his pants. His neck brace is soaked with blood from the hole in his neck. I assume that's the cause of death, and that it was probably instantaneous. We even had the chance to cry out for help. There's a small cut on his scalp, too. Was he struck with something? They found his head after he was stabbed in the throat. It's possible, but it's too early to say with any certainty. Hey, you have your camera with you, correct? You lend it to the detective so he can photograph the body? Sure thing. All yours, Gummy. Thanks. Alright, here we go. Oh, sure, a mess though, huh? Indeed, they appear to be covered in dirt. Take a look at whatever's... Guess he's like me when it comes to laundry. It'd be a grave error to think that anybody else could be quite like you, Detective. What's this in his hand? There's something on his finger. Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a ring, and an expensive looking one at that. What do you think about it, Kay? What? I didn't say anything. Okay, not that relevant, I guess. Alright, can we put some clues together? We only have 2 clues. These tarps have pretty distinctive design. In fact, it's the same design as the bloody tarp around the Mr. Nice body. Yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. Hey, that'll teach you to be so careless, Mr. Edgeworth. You need to keep your treasures close when there's a great thief around. About your own sabbatical. Is it a sabbatical or is it sabbatical? Doesn't matter. Oh, not a bad bit of evidence gathering. Nothing can stop us when we're on the hunt together, right, Gummy? You betcha, we're unstoppable. Like our 3 musketeers. Let's not get carried away, Detective. There's one thing we still haven't found. Huh? What do you mean, sir? What's missing from this crime scene? Murder weapon. I see no sign of a murder weapon anywhere. You're right. I didn't even think of that. I'm not a detective. It's basic investigative principles we're talking about here. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, sir. Don't worry, Gummy. It hadn't crossed my mind either. In fact, that hardly puts my mind at ease, Kay. Items proving potentially lethal or strictly controlled within a prison. After all, I wouldn't want the inmates getting their hands on them, would we? Which means acquiring a murder weapon would be hard enough, let alone leaving the scene with one. Oh yeah, nice thinking, Mr. Edgeworth. What was a murder weapon? Where has it gone? The answers to these questions may be the keys to figuring out what happened here. Didn't know the guy had a whole entourage. Excusez-moi, but this is the scene of the crime, right? Wait a second. Are you... No way. Those piercing eyes. That furrowed brow. The cravat. Mr. Fender. It's been far too long. Is it Defender? I know, right? Even after all this time, I'd know that deep brow anywhere. And that neckwear, obs. Manfred von Karma. The man, the legend. Gotta say, I didn't expect to see you here. I don't like the air quotes thing. I think I can do the air quotes thing. I just don't... I stopped... I don't ever use them, so... Whatever. What are you talking about, pal? This is Mr. Edgeworth, not that old geezer. Detective, please. Edgeworth, wow! Guess that explains the fresh face. I can't blame a guy for mixing you two up, though. You're the spitting image of the old devil in his day. I see you haven't changed. How many years has it been? Man, good question. But who's counting, eh? Been away traveling so long I lost track. You know how it is. But you know what I do remember? You betraying everything you were supposed to stand for. Whoa, where did that come from? And who are you anyway? This is Eddie Fender. He's a defense attorney. Of course he's a defense attorney. Ed D. Fender. Get it? Enchanté, as they say. Fender's the name and defending's the game. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. Detective Dick Gumshoe. And I'm Kay Faraday. Great thief. I'm on sabbatical at the moment, though. A great thief. Wow, that's so romantic. Très chic, if you will. Right? So nice finally meet someone who gets it. I'm looking to expand the franchise, actually. I even made signing up super simple. Sounds awesome. I'd love to come hang with you guys, if you'll have me. Sorry, my hair keeps getting loose. Sorry, I should have also mentioned this girls only, and they have to be super fun and super cool, and... Hey, I totally get it. No hard feelings, yeah? Come on, bring it in. You've got to be kidding. Also, he's a hugger, apparently. My bad. I'm just so used to how they do things elsewhere, you know? Where? Not America. And why are you here, Mr. Fender? Oops, almost forgot. This is your scene. Oh, actually, maybe they do hung. Maybe they do hug underage girls in America. That is kind of a thing we're known for, isn't it? At least celebrities, politicians, etc. Oops, almost forgot this is your scene. Humans fits out as strategy number 1 in the Von Karma playbook, after all, isn't it? Hey, quit it with all this Von Karma stuff, pal. What gives? Huh? Sorry, Treeborn, I got too serious. It's fine. And random foxes, yep. Okay, I've always got random foxes around. Detective, calm yourself. His attitude is unfortunately understandable. It is? I take it you are Mr. Knight's attorney. Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Well, I was supposed to be anyway. So he's planning to represent Knight. If his client hadn't been murdered, he and I would have faced off against each other in a court. Better see what he has to say for himself. Alright, well, let's go interrogate. So the victim asked you to represent him. Sure did. We were supposed to have a little chat today. As was I. But a guard showed up instead and told us that his pet body had been found. I'm as bad as you. Even brought him some weenies to cheer him up. I gotta admit, those are adorable. I wouldn't eat them because hot dogs are terrible for you. But that's adorable. Looks like a little squid. Mr. Fender, you know you can't bring food into the prison. Okay, oh yeah. Well, it's here now. What's up? Little advice I picked up on my travels. So... Moorish? It's an adjective describing something, typically food that's so enjoyable it makes you want more. It's a way of saying something's tasty and addictive, causing you to eat, keep eating until it's gone. That's interesting. I've never heard that expression, but it makes perfect sense. Why are you throwing bubbles at me? Look, they're throwing lots of weird words at me, Treeborn. I gotta know what's going on. No, thank you. Fine, you do you. What are you doing here, anyway? Anyhow, don't tell me you wanted to hear Knight's side. Montcalm was always more of a convicted defendant at all costs guy. He didn't teach you that? That was a long time ago. You say so. Sure you don't want any weenies? No, thank you. Have you met with your client previously? Yes, indeed, Your Honor. Just stop! Why is everyone so annoying in this game? We had the laughing lady that would shut up laughing. She's laughing constantly. Laugh. So stupid. And then the guy was shooting, waving the gun around like a lunatic. Now he's dead. And this guy's doing air quotes every single time he talks. This guy did it. Let's just convict him. Let's do it. I'm calling it now. This guy did it. We're gonna convict him. Isn't it Your Honor? Just yesterday, in fact. The Bronxster called me the minute we... Yeah, I know. We're gonna end up convicting this guy eventually. Not at this case. But he's gonna be the guilty person in, like, episode 4. I don't know. Bronxster called me the minute he was arrested. Sounded really freaked out, man. Yeah, oh yeah, he missed your little performance, too. According to him, you really made a nuisance of yourself. But not a kind word spoken, I'm sure. Well, sticks and stones and all that. Boy, did he not like you. Tries to talk to you something fierce. Heh, can't say I didn't join him in the fun, though. For fun? How dare you, Mr. Fender? By the way, if you think I just spoiled something, I have never played this game. I've never seen this game. I don't know anything about this game. But I've played several of the other games now. And we always end up convicting the defense attorney. In the end. For fun? How dare you, Mr. Fender? Line up, kid. I'm kind of a fixture in the visitors room here. I don't think I ever had that much of a gas. Oh, so you come here a lot? Hey, don't go getting the wrong idea, little sis. I'm never on the wrong side of the bars. Just happen to know someone who is. The visitors room is usually where I'm at. This isn't exactly my first time to Clink either. In which case, I'd better ask him what he knows about this room. Tell me, what do you know about this scene of the crime? Huh? Oh, this room? No, dude. What do you know about it? I'll give you 3 choices. Is it a classroom? Will I tie the Bronxster up in here to teach him a lesson? Check out those powers of deduction. Pat on the head for our genius prosecutor. Now let's see what the answer key has to say. Shall we? Oh no, you got it wrong. It's actually a workshop. That wasn't one of the choices. So all the options you gave me were wrong. How infantile. The Collins come here to perform various duties. It looks like a dog grooming clinic, honestly. They can learn new skills too, thanks to qualification when they're back on the street. I see. And how is access to this room controlled? Who has the key? Shout, Edgeworth. I don't have all the answers. You have the answer, apparently. My man over there probably does so. Right, compadre? Yes, sir. The workshops aren't locked with physical keys. Their doors are fitted with sensors instead. What kind of sensors? Inmates are issued a special bracelet, sir. There's a weird instrument in this soundtrack that's making my ears twitch. It's the... I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's like... It sounds like a wounded animal. When they walk through the workshop door, the sensor checks their bracelet. They're not supposed to be there. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, an alarm sounds. So, you guys may or may not know this, but, canines, instinctually are to go after injured things. Did you see it in the wild? Like, you know, I guess, you know, any hunter. Predators go after injured things, sick things, the old, the young, anything that's not, you know, in the prime. Because it's easier. Like, if you imagine an herbivore, they just eat. They don't care. It doesn't take much energy to go eat some grass or whatever. But a predator, you know, if an herbivore gets injured, you know, they still, you know, their herd might survive, or, you know, they can still kind of move around a little bit. But, like, if a predator fails to get a meal out of a hunt, that's a lot of energy wasted. A lot of energy lost, and you get nothing for it. So they go after the weak, the sick. So when you hear a wounded animal, it makes you really perk up. Anyway, they're not supposed to be there. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, alarm sounds. They let it ring for too long, then bzz, they get a real shock. You know what I mean? There's no battery on this thing. They try to break or remove the bracelet. Bzz, a shock 3 times worse than that. I guess that is a battery right there. What? That's brutal. Guess I need to ensure the inmates follow the rules, but that sounds a bit excessive. Wish to pass through a door like this one, prisoners need to be accompanied by a guard. Disable the sensor for them and let them in. You get all that? The prisoner use this workshop today? No, sir. No one's been here for days. Oh crap, I didn't mean to click. I know if they had. No prisoners have entered, let alone use this workshop today. Which means there's a contradiction to this crime scene. Maybe there's something here that shouldn't be. The glove. I'll take another quick look over the crime scene and deploy my powers of deduction to solve this mystery. But anything that catches my attention. Must be related to the evidence somehow?
Eureka!
Prisoners are unable to come and go from this room workshop if they please. The doors... Sorry, I coughed. I mean, I usually try to get my microphone off before I cough. Caught me off guard. Doors seems to detect their bracelets and an alarm would sound. What's more, according to the guard, no prisoners were authorized to be in this room at all today. And yet here we have a rubber glove of the kind used to issued to inmates. That has a clear contradiction. So where'd the glove come from, sir? I don't know, detective. Not yet, anyway. All I know for now is the glove is a valuable piece of evidence. Put some lotion on. Don't mind me. That was quick. You, apart from the prisoners and guards, who else has access to this room? No one, sir. This is a prison, after all. Prisoners and guards, pretty much. That's all there is. Mr. Fender? Come on, don't play us like that, friend. We both know it's not true. Do we? You know as well as I do that prisoners and guards aren't the only ones who can come in here. Huh? Oh, do you mean... What's her there? Mr. Fender, would you care to get to the point? Who exactly are you talking about? What? You don't have a pair of peepers in that card head of yours? You didn't see them on the way in? Wandering about in the corridors, chilling with their buds. Maybe if you move on out that door right now, you'd trip over one of them before you take a step. It's about. We've had just about enough of your baloney. Take a chill pill, big guy. I'm on your side. You know, for such a wide fella, you have a very narrow mind. But you just... Detective. Sorry, sir. Look, just follow me, okay? Seeing is believing. Isn't that what they say? Why did they type that so slowly? What? I was expecting dogs, but not like everything. That's a vampire bunny right there. Here the humans share their space with some special friends. Why is this weird? I don't know why this guy looks weird. Oh well. Animals? Yep. Yep. Oh, look at that! Look at Cinnamon hanging out there. I love it. I didn't notice. He had furred and feathered fellows of all shapes and sizes. Guard filled me on how that came about. I decided to try a little experiment in animal therapy a few years back. Colonies were assigned a critter each, a buddy to help them keep their spirits up. Really? Wow, that sounds like so much fun. Plus, it makes you earn pet care qualifications if they go through some job training with animals. That's what all the equipment in the workshop is for. You got it. Room set up especially for that training stuff. So, when you said somebody else could have been at the scene of the crime... Exactamundo, big guy. I was talking about these guys. You're just still talking baloney. What would an animal do with a rubber glove? Good question. All I'm saying is it was possible. The rest is Mr. Prosecutor's problem. It's rather, sir, if you want me to arrest this piece of baloney, just say the word. Let me get this straight. Are you saying that these animals can wander freely around the prison? No, those sensors on the doors? They tag the prisoner's bracelets and sound an alarm when somebody goes walkabout. Well, for our furry friends, it's the other way around. They're fitted with microchips that open doors right up. They are? They're implanted just under the skin, around the shoulders. Big needle, quick jab, and voila. What? Doesn't that hurt? Nope, they don't even feel a thing. That's what they tell me anyway. Now, where was I? Who tells you? Alright, so the point is, they're not the baddies here, so there's no reason to punish them. It's ironic, really. You're in this institution where the humans are caged, the animals are free to roam to their heart's content. They're not completely free, though. They can't leave the prison proper, for one thing. No sense on that big mother of a door out. You see. Ah. What's that tinkling sound? Sir? Just look at that thing. Is that a bell around his neck? And that's a blind... I think that's a blind person harness. That explains the sound, I suppose. Seeing eye dog, that's the word. Woof, 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 woof. Were you seriously trying to stare it down? I refuse to lose to a dog. Not for nothing, sir, but your dog handling skills could use some work. Leave it to a pro. I know how to treat them right. Come on now. Come to Gummy. Man, nor by a dog. That dog is certainly very different to the other animals. They seem to have a real thing against me, and only me. Alright then. You met the menagerie. What's next? Guess we better interview some witnesses, right, sir? Indeed, we need more information regarding what was happening around the time the body was found. Let's start with that guy. Hey, you there in the cell. They give him hoodies? Also, what? He looks like a stone face. I ignored it again. Hello, we wonder if you might be able to tell us anything about this morning's incident. Is anyone else a little afraid of this guy? Yeah, not a big talker, huh? It's alright, man. I'm on your side here. Let's start with a handshake, huh? Maybe a hug to break the ice? Seconds out. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, I get it, man. Not everyone's the hugging type. I'm cool with that. At least he hugs everyone equally. Round 1, 10 reps each. This guy looks familiar. What is this man up to? Has he got a bear on his chest? Let's see what he has to say for himself. Your name? From the blue corner, it's Rocco D259 Carcerado? Don't mind if I keep moving to you, boss. Fighter can't let his heart rate drop, see? Don't like there's any danger of that. Don't you worry you lose too much weight doing all that? Gotta make weight before a fight, boss. When you make it to the ring if you don't. So you're... Wait, I get it. You gotta be a boxer, right? I was wondering, because, you know, incarcerated. Well, it's back in the day, but it's good to stay fighting fit. At least that's how I see it. So is bear part of your training, too? He looks kind of like an apron. He's so cute. Into the cube about Teddy. Kiss my partner, see? This here's polar bear keeps me on my toes. Seem to have loosened up a little. Now's my chance. Where were you and Teddy at the time of the incident? Come on, boss. Ain't no stoolie. I don't know nothing know-how. Happy there's that. Please answer the question. Did you get punch drunk or something, boss? I told you, I don't know zip. Arg, so you won't play ball. Guess there's only one thing to do, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed, the more he protests his ignorance, the more certain I am that he's hiding something. Let's see exactly what you do and don't know of, shall we, Mr. Carcerado? Really? Mind chest? Now let's analyze the state of play. He lost the boxing stance, but he's on high alert. I guess things won't go well if I push too hard at such moments. My opponent's offensive, I should remain calm and bide my time. He's bound to reveal an opening eventually, which is when I'll pounce. First, see if our friend here knows anything about the incident. I'll start by asking about his movements. I bring this fight to an end before he knows where to hit him. Why don't you start by telling me what you've done today? You answer, Mr. Carcerado. What? You want to try the champ? Is that it? Then put him up, pal. Throwing in the towel already? That's gotta be a record. This stuff's hardly my style, but I'm more than happy to take you on in a game of chess. Instantly, don't you get tired ducking and diving out like that all the time? Think I don't got the stamina, kid? Oh, just try me. I ain't tired, not today, not ever. Especially not today. Took it really easy this morning. Had me some quiet cell time, hardly broke a sweat. Really, look pretty sweaty to me. Give me a break, will ya? I'm talking, okay? I'm tired. Yeah, real tired. You may have kept your boxing skills sharp, Mr. Carcerado. I'm afraid your lying needs quite a bit of work. Tired, really? How do you think that's possible? There's not if you just told me about your quiet cell time this morning. One down. Oof, we gotta be careful here, Teddy. This guy lands, he lands. Oh, the gloves, the weights are off now. It's hiding something, I'm sure of it. So I asked about what was happening at the time of the incident. Hopefully in an outside cell. I'm gonna use my fist in this next round. No, I'll deliver this knockout using carefully chosen words alone. Remember what you were doing at the time of the incident? I was catching some Z's. Who both was. This happened only a short while ago. Seem wide awake, all things considered. Fire's gotta be able to get up quick when he's down. He needs to be his beauty sleep, too. Feels muscle. That's so, and I apologize for waking you. I read that rest is an important part of any boxer's training regimen. So you don't say. Mr. Prosecutor's savvy when it comes to the fight game, huh? Who knew? Interesting. How'd you know I'm a prosecutor? I don't remember telling you. You're eavesdropping, haven't you? You're listening to every word we said out here in the corridor. It means you weren't asleep, and so you're lying again. You're good, kid. Call me clean with that one. Alright, I admit it. I wasn't catching no Z's. But what, a guy can't work out in his cell no more without lawyers getting involved? He may take care of himself crime now. As we now know he's awake is an important development. Could well prove to be a useful clue. Alright? Did you notice anything strange around the time of the incident? What do you mean strange? Haven't you noticed yet? You're backed into a corner here. Gotta love this guy. Get low this guy, Teddy. He thinks he can get the champ on the back foot. I better knock some sense into him. Of course, I should have picked up my words more carefully. Mr. Dr. Boxing stands when he's rearing for a fight. I spend my time in such moments and aim to strike when he drops his guard. Notice anything strange? Let's see. Answer the question. Don't tell me what was going on around that time. Wish I could help you, boss. But I was asleep. We both was. Time to play my clue. Enough of your barefaced lies. You weren't asleep, you were exercising. You told me as much yourself. Oof. A counterpunch, huh? Should have seen that one coming. Gotta have you on the ropes, Mr. Carcerado. Time to come clean about what you know. Alright. You don't get a shot about it. Don't run like you own the place. Teddy and his pals have been scared enough this morning already. You're not able to endure this long, but I fear you'll soon be out for the count. You say the animals have been scared enough already, which implies something happened here earlier. Well, what was it, Mr. Carcerado? Ack! Well, look at you, the bear's angry. Arg, quit it, will ya? I'm getting shellacked here. Oh, fine. Somebody yelled, okay? Real loud, real scared. Got all the little guys scared, too. Yeah, laughed out, Mr. Big Shot Lawyer. Let me see you do the same thing in the ring. Oh. Checkmate. Mind chess checkmate. How are we doing on time? Do we need to run an ad soon? 16 minutes. Okay. I'm pretty good. I mean, now established you know more than you're letting on, don't you? Also, what is this button? Notification. My channel. New sponsorships. Those are all garbage. Fine, I'll talk. You did, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, by the way, I did look into the... I got offered Twitch sponsorships things, but they are all atrocious. They literally want me to basically plug a game for a couple hours and convince you guys to buy the game, play the game, and buy, like, pay currency. And I'm not willing to do that. That's just stupid. I'm not going to get you guys into a money trap just because just for whatever, like 20 bucks or whatever. Stupid. You did, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's not get carried away, okay? Our work here has only just begun. Keep coughing. No more quotes! Hey, we call a timeout here for a sec, guys. Something super big I need to say. It's just, well, it's like fate brought us here today after all these years, Edgeworth. It's a real privilege watching how you work. Eye-opening stuff, in fact. Just thought you should know. I'll be telling you, you know who, what you've become. Who know who? Can't eat lowdown, huh? Well.
Hold it.
That's enough. This has nothing to do with Kay. Whoa, don't have a cow, man. Why so sensitive? Or whatever you wish to whomever you wish. Just do it on somebody else's time. Whatever you say, boss man. I think he should know at least. You know how you've been living your life since you signed on to doing things the Von Karma way? After all, you disappointed him enough for one lifetime already, am I right? Well, what's he talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? Nothing need to concern you, Kay. Our focus should be on Mr. Carceredo. Now shall we continue? It's time to hear the truth at last. Hey, you won't land a glove on me, kid. It looks like he got out. There's a show finished right around 10 a.m. Came back here after, did me some training. This face I tried to, but I got to the count of 2 before somebody screams. What the? Ah! Guy was hollering and howling, crying for help. But what can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tunes it out, and I get back to work. I find it curious you to pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. Like I say, boss, what can I do? Besides, this is joint. Don't nobody thank nobody for getting involved in what ain't no their concern. I hear you, brother. Best you could do is rubberneck from in there anyway, am I right? Mr. Training, Mr. Carceredo, I can't help but notice how well equipped your cell is. This guy, the fixer they call him. What's a fixer? Feel like we can get his hands on just about anything you need, for a price. No way, think you can find me a... Ask Mr. Carceredo what you ought to ask for is a beginner's guide to giving better testimony. I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in 1. You put me down? Try it, you bum. What am I? Chopped liver? The show finished right around 10 a.m.
Hold it!
What kind of show was it, exactly? Because of the day. They bring them in from outside, see? Singers, dancers, all kinds. Gives us cons a little something to look forward to. Nice, that sounds like fun. Came along to see today's show. Sure I did. Can't miss a chance to get a glimpse of the outside world now, can I? Then it was over. Came back here after. Did me some training. These ways I tried to. Wait. We were after did me some training.
Hold it!
What did this training involve? Let's see now. Today was stamina and rhythm work, which means jump rope. What? In that tiny cell? How? What about Teddy? Isn't that dangerous for him? Kid's no dummy. Second I get my rope out, he jumps up and holds on tight. Jump rope with a polar bear clinging to your chest? I told you, didn't I? We're partners. Besides, a little extra weight's good for me. Anyway, I started jumping rope. This way I tried to, but I got to count of 2 before somebody screams, what the? Ah!
Hold it!
Tell us more about the scream you heard. It was a scream of a guy about to scream his last. And I should know. Whoa there, good buddy. There's a time and place, you know. So it's clearly audible. Guy backed into a corner, fighting for his life. You ever hear something like that, boss? Well, I have, and yeah, it was clearly audible. Guy was hollering and howling, crying for help.
Hold it!
And that's all you heard? There's nothing else? Nope, nothing much anyhow. So there was something. What else did the victim say? You have to tell me. Oh, I do, huh? Why don't you come over here and I'll see if I can make you squeal like you did. Whoa, 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 whoa. Forgive the kid here. He doesn't know when to quit. Come on, Miles. Apologize to the good man. It's clearly important. And yet he insists on remaining infuriatingly vague. Look, friend, how about you let this slide? Please, for me? Oh, so yeah, I heard the voice like I said. What can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tunes out and gets back to work.
Hold it!
You're able to concentrate on your training, even after hearing all that screaming? Look, if we was on the outside, maybe things would have been different. Maybe I'd seen what I could do. This ain't the outside. I can't go no place even if I want to. You didn't think to slip out from your cell to go sneak a peek? I don't think anybody else would have thought that of doing that except you, Kay. Once wasn't a prison, Mr. Knight might have lived. I somehow doubt it. Frankly speaking, there was no saving him. What? If somebody could have just gotten to him in time. Mr. Carceredo is clearly lying. What I don't understand is why. Let's see what I can uncover by pointing out the contradiction in his testimony. He's stabbed in the throat. I died. He was hollering and calling for help. Are you listening carefully, Mr. Carcerado? Huh? You trying to be cute or something? The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. He had neither the time nor the ability to scream as you claim he did. You say you heard the victim's cries, and yet would have been impossible. That would have been impossible. But there must have been a scream. He said there was. He said there was? Nerd, quit looking so smug, will ya? Fine, I admit it. I didn't hear nothing, alright? But the guy in the next cell did. He told me so. Next cell? You mean... that guy's over there near where the body was found? Yeah, probably heard better. Why don't we start with that guy? Oh, what do you want? I heard a scream. What of it? Came back from the show and they put us in our cell, same as always. And just like I told this guy, I heard it. A scream, a real scary one. Scary how exactly? Didn't tell him this part, I guess, but it was kind of like... Eek! Someone, anyone, come quickly. He's... something like that. I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. Indeed, it sounds more like it to have been the person who found his body. Oh, that explains it. Mr. Carcerado was telling the truth. Or less. Could be the case, though? Would there be no problems with his testimony? I don't think so. Huh. Mr. Carcerado's testimony doesn't appear to have any further issues. Are you sure about that? Yes, then riddle me this. Carcerado's neighbor heard the scream. Then how come Carcerado himself didn't hear it, too? Bit of a conundrum, no? Nurk! I should have thought of that. Mr. Edgeworth, I thought we'd cleared all that up already. Will be the case, though? Afraid a new problem has reared its head. Namely, why didn't you hear the scream yourself, Mr. Carcerado? Yeah, what gives, pal? Nobody didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it clear as day. Arga! Eek! What do you think I did? The crime or something? Huh? From inside this here cell? Got out over in the workshop, in case you forgot. Well, yeah, it does seem a little weird, now that you mention it. He's right, neither of us could have done it. So let me tell you, if I could get out of this here cage and murder somebody, you'd all be toast. Ain't that the truth? You bums ain't leaving this place in one piece if any of us could help it. I also got these men are hardened criminals. Well, I won't be doing that again anytime soon. I guess this wasn't how you saw this going, Edgeworth. Also, I just want to point out, I think Kay will be completely safe, 100% safe in the prison, because she's a child. She's young. How old is she? Can we see? 17. Yeah, she's underage. I'm pretty sure prisoners hate child molesters more than anything. So she would be safer in prison than she would be, you know, like just randomly on the street. Because everybody knows that whoever messes with her or hurts her is the dead man walking. I guess this is how it's going, Edgeworth. What's my next move here? I won't get much more out of them in this state.
Overruled.
Overruled? Who's there? Is she a priest? Order the court. Yeah, but I'm saying she's visiting this prison. She alone will be perfectly safe with the prisoners. Like she could go in their cell and, you know, do whatever. They would never touch her. Who died made you the boss of me, huh? Can't you see we're kind of busy here? Hush now. Silence is golden. It is? Your hand, if you please. I wouldn't give my hand to somebody holding a hammer. By the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be, a simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions. May the gods of justice watch over you, now and always. Guard, if you would. I'm going to be spending the night in solitary, buddy. What? Oh, come on! Please, boss, any place there. There doesn't need to be afraid, my child. If anything, you should rejoice. This is a blessing, a chance to redeem yourself, to be reborn. No! Is he dragging him by his belt loop? He's got his uniform held between his butt cheeks or something? His hand wasn't on it. No! Oh gosh, justice bless your child and keep him in your care. Oh Holy One, we give thanks in your name. And you are? Verity Gavel, at your service. Truth Hammer. Truth Gavel. I don't know. It's my honor to bear the title of judge and to work at the pleasure of the law. And what's a judge doing in a place like this? Judging. So that's Mr. Edgeworth. I've been sent here to find you. How are we doing on time? 3 minutes. Let's see. I think we could probably take 2.5 real quick. Seems like a good idea. Alright, before we talk to this person, I'm gonna take a 2.5 minute recess. I'll be right back. And back. I think we are good to go. Let's roll. Let's roll. I'm sitting here to find you. I come bearing a message from the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. It is my sacred duty to deliver it. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence? What the heck is that? It's a CPE. What else do you think it is? It's first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child. Well, okay. Then why name your committee that? Sorry, I'm pinning my hair down again. Raise the sacred face of the goddess of justice herself. Why not fill you in, kiddo? Committee is a panel of 11 people whose job it is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest. In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line. Panels comprise people from both the legal and political professions. That's the same thing. A panel of which you are a member, I assume. I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service. Thanks for coming to see us like this. Speaking for myself, it's a real honor to meet you. It's always great to hang in with a judicial compadre. Come on, bring it in and chillax. We're all friends here.
Overruled.
May I remind you that the committee has a long-standing relationship with the Bar Association? Hey, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just trying to lighten the mood, okay? So your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Precisely, my child. Praise be to the goddess of justice for bestowing her gift of insight unto you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases. And should a prosecutor truly unworthy of the title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate that prosecutor's badge. Sorry, I'm just adjusting myself a little bit. Would you able to sit down, your skirt just curls up under you and gets all... And you feel like you're sitting on like a bundled cloth. And what's that? What's the Committee for Prosecutory, whatever you said, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in the middle of an investigation here. I've lost the ability to talk once again. Who's that? It's Harry Potter. Pitiful, you really don't know, do you? What an ignoramus. Who are you, pal? Winner. Eustace Winner, Prosecutor Extraordinaire. Thought you might just know me as the Winner, the name they call me down at the prosecutor's office. With great affection, I might add. I doubt that. I've never heard of you. And how about Detective Flatfoot over there? Nope. Name means nothing to me. Oof. Well, it's to be expected of an ignoramus, I suppose. Ignorance is sweet, as they say, so I'm sure most things mean sweet nothings to you. Ignorance is bliss, Winner, and I don't think sweet nothings means what you think it means. Entirely natural that you aren't yet acquainted. Eustace only joined us last month. You're nothing but a rookie? I'm not just any rookie, I'm a winning rookie. Which he will prove himself to be in due time. He hasn't even had his first case yet! Now let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth. What do you mean? What mess? I fear I know exactly what he means. Committee sending an envoy with a new prosecutor in tow. I expect I know what you're getting at, Winner. I'm going to need a few more details. Would you mind explaining to Judge Gavel? Very well. By the power vested in me by the goddess of justice, I hereby declare that in the matter of the incident at the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, Committee hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth be relieved of his duties. And replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict. What? Right, well, we're done with this case. Duster, hands off, walk away. Mr. Edgeworth's off the case, just like that. Judge Gavel, I believe I asked for an explanation. An explanation is required. Guilty verdict is in. The goddess has spoken. And her judgment is final.
Objection!
What exactly have I done to warrant being taken off the case? No, Mr. Edgeworth. Claiming ignorance of your crimes will not serve to lessen your guilt. You boarded the presidential plane violating the principle of extraterritoriality. And while there, you performed an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visiting foreign leader to questioning. You're one wrong move away from causing a major international incident. That's a nice hammer. You vastly overstepped the authority of your office to cause an abuse of power would be no understatement.
Objection!
I don't deny that I may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules were concerned. There is also no denying that certain risks must be taken if one is to arrive at the truth. Yeah, the whip's a lot better. You're right, I do like the whip better. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate. Is that the right number of P's? I get bogged down in, like, the weirdest thing. That's too many P's. Yeah, it's got an extra P. Sorry, that just drove me nuts.
Overruled.
And what you're saying is that the ends justify the means, that rules can be freely ignored. That's a very dangerous way of thinking. The law is absolute. It is not to be bent to your whims. Forgive me, but not all of us believe as you do. That's one of my problems. I have lots of problems, but one of my problems with things, I like to read, but I'm very observant of errors in other people's work, not my own, obviously. So when I see the wrong word used, like, for example, the book I was reading earlier, they use this word, they use this phrase. Which is actually, it's pronounced, that's my cue. The problem is, what they really meant to say is, that's my cue. Because Q, with a Q, is a line. This is like a direction. Signal for action. And that really throws me. I see stuff like that all the time. And I notice that. I see that. And I have to struggle. Like, if I see too many of those, it ruins the thing for me. It really bothers me. And you may say, oh, that's just because you read books that are, like, free on Amazon. Or, like, fan fictions and stuff. Figure the fan made one? Oh, probably. Alright, so that could go either way, Zelric. Yeah, but not all of us believe as you do. Is that so? How unfortunate. Still, it changes nothing. When a trial ends, the hammer falls. But you defendant or attorney, even if that verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done. Nothing else but give thanks for the goddess of justice, divine grace. Unless you wish to appeal, so it'd be to risk your badge, of course. Can you take my badge if I don't play along? Whoa, tough break, Edgeworth. See, you've accepted your fate. Good. Guards, if you would be so kind as to escort him out. No, stop! What are you doing, detective? I'm in charge here now. So do as I say and move out of the way. What? You're not the boss of me. Lucky for you, Flatfoot, that's exactly what I am. Holding all the cards here. I don't stand a chance. Get a gumshoe. Do as Mr. Winter says. But, sir. Judge Gavel. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? Me's decision is beyond irrational. So yes, I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard last of this. Duly noted. Till we meet again, then. Let's go, Kay. We're leaving. Right. Oh, remember. You know who will be getting a full report on all of this. I guess we should have gone a little bit further. We could have gotten here and had that little breakpoint. Why did they type this part so slowly? Just skip it. Ugh, I still can't believe what happened yesterday. It was terrible the way it was terrible the way those two treated you. Cut the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth. My decrees, the prosecutor Edgeworth be relieved of his duties. Placed by prosecutor Winter. Here ends the verdict. Gavel and Mr. Winter certainly didn't mince their words. That's not what concerns me right now. I'm more worried about the committee's reasons for doing what they did. And what they might do next. I suspect it won't be good. Also, I just want to point out, if she's on the panel, where is she? There's 11 people here. I mean, the only one she could be is this one. And I don't think she was she wearing glasses? I don't think she was. Mr. Edgeworth, are you listening to me? Huh? Yes, of course. This is it? You're giving up on the Bronco Knight case? No, I have no intention of doing any such thing. To walk away from the case would be to tacitly accept the committee's decision. Only problem is that I don't have the authority to continue investigating. Yes, what is it, Detective? That's some bad news, sir. Word down the precinct is they just arrested my tonight's murder. What? Do you know who it is? No, but I heard they're being held in the detention center. Maybe you could talk to whoever it is. Good idea. Let's go down there, Mr. Edgeworth. Even without the authority to investigate, surely I can still pay a suspect an innocent visit. Alright, we're on our way. Me too. I'll see you there, sir. Won't you be missed, Detective? Everyone's busy in the prison guard going over the crime scene anyway. Good, then we'll see you shortly. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go. You got it. They type the places so slowly. Like one letter at a time, like they're just hunting and pecking. Still no sign of them, huh? Indeed. Wait, this is like last time. Please don't tempt fate like that. No, I can't. I just can't. Sure you can. I told you. It's just a pair of visitors. Huh? Sounds like someone really doesn't want to see us. No. Just talk with them, please. But one of them is a prosecutor, right? Aren't they all super scary? Yes, I can type it faster. All they do is stare at you, right into your soul. I even see the suspect in there. Eek! See, I told you. Okay, why is this man so flustered? Probably because you're being you. But I guess that's just how you are. Thanks for clearing up absolutely nothing. Hey, Mr. Suspect, you doing okay in there? We just wanted to have a little chat with you. No biggie, right? Who are you? I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick. This is a part-time gig I'm doing while I take a break from my real job, though. Funny, I don't recall ever employing you. And that's Mr. Edgeworth. He is a prosecutor, but he's not going to stare a hole into your soul or anything. Oh, please. Really? Really? Eek! Anyway, can you first please tell us your name? It's Saint. Simeon Saint. The Monkey Saint? Whatever. Well, nice to meet you, Simeon. You can call me Kay. Everyone else does. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. He's doing the see no evil! Please, Simeon, we're trying to help you, I promise. Really? Sigh. Thanks to Kay, it sounds like we may finally get some answers, at least. He's probably gonna do the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil thing. Perhaps you could start by telling us a little about yourself. If there's speak no evil, who, me? But why would anyone want to know anything about me? I am boring, I'm nothing, I'm nobody. Do you have a job? Well, it's hardly worth mentioning, really. I'm your average corporate pencil pusher, just like everybody else, honest. It's going to take a while. How about you, Mr. Knight? Just when I thought we were making progress. Okay? So, Simeon, did you know Mr. Knight? Come on, you can tell me. Bronco? Yeah, I knew him. We were friends. Interesting. I wonder if he knew that Knight had been arrested. And did you know Mr. Knight had been arrested? Yeah, I even came to visit him. Came to see Knight? I wonder when that would have been. When was that, Simeon? It was the day before yesterday, around lunchtime. I came so I got a call from the cops. Police called him? Why? How come the police called you? They said Bronco asked them to. They needed a favor. A favor? Uh-huh. He wanted me to bring him his chess set, the pocket-sized one. So I went by his place and then I came here. A chess set? A chess set? Is it just me or is she getting better at stealing my thoughts? You do know everything you think is written all over your face, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Hee, yeah, I'm not a mind reader. I'm just an expression reader. Amazing, right? Don't you just love having a sidekick as helpful as me? Oh, and you have read what my next move is going to be? I assumed he was speaking, like, softly, and she just heard him. I sure have. There's something you want to show Simeon. Indeed, let's present it to him and see what he has to say about it. What's this chess set? Oh, that's the one I brought from Bronco. That's how it was at least. We found it next to Mr. Knight. He always had to have a chessboard somewhere nearby. I'm not surprised he had it with him when he... I mean, you and Mr. Knight, you were very close, weren't you? Yeah, we were best friends. At least, I thought we were. I guess I was wrong about that. I'm pretty sure they were lovers. Seems more likely. What do you mean? If I knew him so well, why was it such a shock to me to find out he had killed someone? I used to discover that someone you're close to has committed a terrible crime. So, what's the problem? Gay people are a thing, Treeborn. I still think they're in a relationship. Now you discovering someone you're close to has committed a terrible crime. It's a very bitter pill to swallow, indeed. How could it all end like this? I could never have imagined something so awful. Niffle? Something's not right here, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no way Simeon murdered Mr. Knight. Yes, he certainly doesn't seem to have an obvious motive. Then again, he wouldn't have been arrested for no reason either. What are grounds they had for doing so? Why were you arrested, Mr. Saint? I just don't get it. Why won't you talk to me? I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Oh, we answered you, Mr. Edgeworth. I guess he's not scared of you anymore. Yeah, that's the face of someone who's not scared. Thank goodness for small miracles. The cops burst into my house this morning, out of nowhere. And before I knew it, I was here. Those policemen, was there a prosecutor with them? Yeah, some kid named DeWinter or something. The rookie, I thought as much. So they interrogate you yet? Oh, what? I'm going to be interrogated? But by the cops? Well, yeah, I mean, you've been arrested. You're a suspect now. No. Well, detectives shouted at me and threatened me and, oh. Always these hokey guys, right? Who'll get in your face and force you to. You know, I've heard stories about, people that, you know, they get brought in and they're, like, interrogated for, like, 8 hours and then they can end up confessing. Because they're told that, you know, if they don't confess, they're gonna, you know, get the book thrown at them and get, like, 15, 20 years or, you know, lifetime sentence. Coercion. Detective Dick Gumshoe reporting for duty. Eek! See, I told you. Please don't hurt me. Please don't crush me with those huge arms. No, please. I'm calling the cops. So, yeah, whether or not, Knight is actually gay, this guy, I'm pretty confident. You know, I'm not an expert, but I'm fairly confident. What's up with this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, nothing, detective. You're speaking to you. Guess just how you are. Not to be stereotypical or anything. I don't get it, sir. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, Simeon is clearly innocent. So there's gotta be something we can do for him. Is it there? Mr. Saint? Yes? You're Mr. Knight's friend. And 2 days ago you came to visit him. He had nothing at all to do with his murder, is my understanding, correct? Yes, I didn't kill anybody. Very well. Then I will choose to believe you, and I will do all that I can to assist you. Huh? But why would you help nobody like me? Let's just say that I may not be doing it solely for your sake. I have something of a personal interest in this case. That's right. It's payback time. We'll show those two whose investigation reigns supreme. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Unfortunately, I still lack the authority to conduct said investigation. As such, my resources are rather limited, and I'll need to lean heavily on the ones I do have at hand. As you, Mr. Saint, your information will be invaluable going forward. In other words, let's see if we can't help one another out, shall we? Oh, I saw something. Why don't you just borrow an attorney's badge? Then you can represent our pal here. Now's not the time for jokes, Gummy. And Mr. Edwards' prosecutor. He couldn't defend anyone if his life depended on it. I mean, what's the difference? Like, a lawyer's a lawyer, right? I know they usually focus on one or the other, but I wasn't kidding. I saw it. Helping suspects. That's what a defense attorney does, you know? Sure, but we can do that too. The only thing that matters is that we find the real culprit in the end. Come on, let's get to work. Yes, ma'am. At least he seems in a better mood. I'm sure you know already, but just to be clear, if our investigation ultimately proves you to be the culprit, we'll have no choice but to treat you like any other suspect. Eek. But you needn't worry. I believe you. At least I have decided to try. For now. Just hold tight and try to believe in us in return. Nothing else. It might help you feel a little bit less alone. Now, if you'll excuse me. See, look how slowly they're typing. Took a good game in there. But we can't even get back inside the main prison to see the scene of the crime. Maybe finding the guy in court is our best bet, after all. Come, he can't defend for his life, remember? What do we have here? This guy can, though. This is Edgeworth and the gang. What are you cats doing here? Listen, pal, if you come to harass Mr. Edgeworth again, I'll... Hey, easy there, Detective Flatfoot Sholmes. I'm here to work. Work? What, you here to defend somebody? Whoa, the came at Master nails it in one. I was just the uber intelligent one. Uber intelligente one of the bunch. Whatever. Uber intelligence? That's not how I use either of those words, Fender. Some might say I'm an easygoing old rogue about town. I'm actually not a half-bad attorney. Old? He doesn't look old to me. Which is why I've been summoned to the old Jailer Rooney for a meeting with a new client. Suspect is one Simone St. Sainsbury. You mean Simeon Saint? Well, that's freaky. You know more about my job than I do. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender's a defense attorney. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, but how do we get the monkeys to wear the rubber pants? You might remember that? Nope. I don't know. Fair might be. In fact, it could be our only option. Did you ever watch Pinky and the Brain? They would Brain would always be like on Animaniacs or no? Oh, he was like, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" And Pinky would always be like, yes, but," and then he'd come up with some random off the wall thing. I also liked, on a similar vein, there was an old show, I can't remember what it was. I think it was Kenan and Kel. Maybe, I don't know if that was a show or if they were on another show. But the end of it, the rat and the cat. No, they were both mice. But Kenan and Kel, at the end of the show, I remember this one. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember, Kenan was like, yeah, oh, orange soda. No, they were both mice. Pinky and the Brain. You might be thinking Tom and Jerry. He said something like, okay, go get like 100 jars of peanut butter, you know, a wagon and a raccoon, and meet me at the train station. Something like that. And it's like, wait, why do we need a raccoon? Where am I getting that much peanut butter? And then there's the other guy's just walking off. It's silly. Wait, not so long ago, I found myself embroiled in another case that wasn't mine. I managed to worm my way into the crime scene by agreeing to be a certain someone's subordinate. Not an experience I ever wanted to repeat, but I fear I may have little choice. Fender, before you say another word, I just gotta point out the fine print. Eddie Fender doesn't take on associates. Alright, well then. It ain't so, I hear you protesting, but pompous prosecutors are no-go. Especially those of the Von Karma variety. I should have known he wouldn't forgive me that easily. I understand why you wouldn't want to work with me, someone like me. What's more, I understand how you feel about all things Von Karma. But please believe me when I say, I'm not the man I was back then. I'm no longer under my old mentor's spell. Better believe it, pal. The judge was a changed man. Sure used to be the demon prosecutor. But he's not like that anymore. I do have feelings, Detective. Jeremy's right. Mr. Edwards one of the good guys now. He's not just a prosecutor. He's a hero. He got me off the hook just last month. You don't say. I exclaimed quickly. But he was. There's no other word for it. He was heroic. Great thiefly, even. Please, Fender, don't you think there's something odd about the way the committee stepped in yesterday? There's more to this case than meets the eye. I'm certain of it. I can't just walk away from this. I can't. Please allow me to help you with this investigation. Sheesh. A bow from the great Miles Edgeworth. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. So enlighten me, if you will. What made the leopard change his spots? Well, I suppose I would have to say the courtroom itself. I've experienced so many things and met so many people there within its four walls, including some old friends who showed me a better way to be. How could that not change a person? Heh heh heh, well, I'll be. The old you would never have bared a soul like that. That was beautiful. We're not hugging. Might even surprise you know. You might have even surprised you know who, and you know how much that takes. Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start again with a clean slate. So this is me. Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices. Eddie Fender, Senior Partner. Edgeworth? That's right, Mr. Fender here began his legal career as assistant to my late father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? Your dad was a defense attorney? So, do you know who Mr. Fender keeps talking about is... The clever K-Meister nails it in one yet again. That's right, I was talking about his old man. Is his old man dead? I guess you all noticed I kept his name over the door, so to speak. It's I could do for old Gregory, really. Listen, Edgeworth. Miles, I'm really level with you here. I don't trust you. Not fully, anyway. I can't just forget about all those years of you spent licking Von Karma's boots, you know? He's referring to the dead? Oh. Anyone can say they changed. I'm going to need you to prove it. And besides, you know, it's what Gregory would have wanted. Very well, I accept. Okay, then that's enough hardball for one day. Let's move on to the fun stuff. I hereby appoint you interim associate of Edgeworth and congrats, man. I'll try not to let you down. Well, doesn't this bring a tear to the eye? The prodigal son coming on board as his late father's firm. Permission to come on board too, please, Mr. Fender? You don't even have to ask, kiddo. Welcome to the crew. Woohoo! Thanks, Captain. Alright, I guess it's time to go to work. So, where to begin? Any bright ideas, Miles? Where were we when we were so rudely interrupted? I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. Indeed, it sounds more like to have been the person who found his body. I believe we need to speak with the person who found the body. Just what I was thinking, eager associate. We do indeed. Okay, still type smile and nod, I see. That will certainly make my life easier, boss. That's aside, let's get going. What about me? I'm a detective. I can't just hop on board as an attorney's assistant like you guys. He has a point. I can't leave him adrift all on his own now, can I? Take Gumshoe, I have a special assignment for you. You're to continue investigating the case under Mr. Winter. If you happen to discover anything that seems useful, you're to notify me immediately. You're in a uniquely powerful position, detective, and I'm going to need all the info you can pass our way. You can count on me, sir. I'm real pro when it comes to letting things slip to the defense. Trust me, I know, but just this once, those loose lips of yours might be what saves our ship. Alright, so he runs off. Go by the prison gates, good sirs, because here we come. So any ideas how we track down whoever found the Bronxer's body, Miles? I think our best bet would be to simply ask around. Oh, don't you dare. I hate her. I instantly hate her. I hate her. I want her dead. Who is this? Oh, excuse me, but... Oh, my, just look at you. Are you talking to me? She's fabulously chic, darling, fabulously. Picture is very... au courant, don't you think? Enchanté, mademoiselle, and much obliged. Defense Attorney Eddie Fender at your service. Get things off on the right foot, shall we? A little embrasseur, perhaps? I think that means hug. Oh, who? I like the sound of... Oh, it's alive! Okay, maybe she's not so bad. Oof. Right on the kisser. It's alive. Look, its ears twitching too. Well, how else does one greet a new friend? Hmm? Well, Smooch is entirely de rigueur, don't you think? I thought about stealing a kiss. Indeed, an act so shameless it puts even great thieves to shame. Physical contact is very important. It's so very important as a form of expression for our little family. Everyone in this lovely home will tell you as much. Hey, if everyone else is hip to that, I can be hip to that too. Sure. Fifi Lagarde, by the way. Warden of this charming abode. You may call me Fifi, of course. Are you cold? So she's the warden of the entire detention center and prison facility, is she? I mean, we got one guy wearing like a tank top and working out, and she's wearing a full fur coat and has a live fox wrapped around her neck for some reason. Pleasure to meet you, Miss Lagarde. Miles Edgeworth. I'm associate with Mr. Fender's practice. Hope you don't mind me asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday? Don't be silly, darling. Of course I was. Yesterday was a very important day, after all. Yeah, typically when a fox is wrapped around your neck, you're about to die. Like anacondas. Or in what way, exactly? A big meeting of some kind, perhaps? Meeting? Oh, heavens no. I couldn't think of anything worse. No, yesterday was the circus came to visit. It was a simply spectacular event featuring some terrifically talented animals. Anyone who was anyone had to be there. If you were here at home, you were watching the show with me. Former set up a special stage in the yard just for us. We are the one very lucky family, n'est-ce pas? I do speak a little French. Un petit français. She was at the circus performance for the inmates yesterday morning. Mr. Carcerado mentioned a show yesterday as well. He must have been talking about the same thing. What time did the show take place? Around 8 until 10, maybe. Yeah, something like that. Meaning it finished right around when the body was discovered. And by dint of having attended the show, there's a reasonably solid alibi. Oh, just look at the time. Sorry, darlings, but I really must dash. Feel free to explore our home. Mi casa is tu casa, and all that. Ciao for now. Well, what now, Mr. Edgeworth? The person who found the body screamed, and that scream was heard by one inmate that we know of. Therefore, our first task is to question the inmate and see where his information will take us next. This inmate. Oh, they even have ponies. This one's only big enough to carry a small child. Is this great, Mr. Edgeworth? It's like being at the zoo. Except it's the humans, not the animals, who live in captivity here. No one mind if I took one home with me, would they? By home you mean behind bars, then no, I suppose not. Not the person who found the body. Do you happen to know where he is right now? Should be in one of the workshops, I guess. Uses this hour. Seems the workshops are our next point of call. Excuse me, Piggy. Oh, there's a monkey over there. See the crime scene through the window in this door. Edgeworth, you can't shove your whole face in front of a window like that. You have to do it more sneaky-like. Still a few good looks while keeping a lookout for your enemies. I am not a criminal case. Why should I have to behave like one? Geez, I was just trying to teach you my special sneak peek technique. Well, I have no need for any such technique. Thank you very much. Hello, anybody in there? Nice try, kiddo, but this isn't a bathroom stall. Yo, you there. Could you help us out here, my good man? Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Can somebody use this workshop right now? Yes, sir. One of the prisoners is in there. Just confirmed it myself during the noontime roll call. I'd like to speak with this prisoner if that's alright. Sure, I'll go fetch him right now. Won't take a sec. This one's all yours, Mousy boy. What? Why? Let's just say I'd rather not roll the dice on someone I don't know, yeah? And I thought adults were all supposed to be strong and brave. Yeah, well, you're not looking so brave yourself right now. So let's call it even. Here they come. He's been shot! In the forehead! Why does this guy familiar? Wait, is he the one from the temple? That killed the people at the thing? Oh, hello. Yes, hello? I don't remember. How you wish to speak with me? Not exactly the hardened criminal we were expecting, is he? Name's Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. Prosecutor, you say? Eddie Fender, attorney at law. I happen to being too scared to handle this. Sorry about my pal here. He gets the weirdest ideas. Heh. Prosecutor indeed. That'd be today. He's actually just an associate. Jeez, Miles, get a grip, will ya? He's right. I mustn't forget that I'm a defense attorney's assistant for the time being. I'll explain it. I do think you looked a little different from the prosecutor I spoke with yesterday. So sorry, I've spoken to Winter. Do you mind answering a few questions? No, of course not. I'd be delighted. Name's Swit, Frank Swit. This is all yours, my young associate. Sure have the intern do everything. Why not? Mr. Swit, you're no doubt aware that murder took place yesterday. Would you mind telling us where you were at the time the body was found? I guess I was in that workshop there. Working as one might expect. What kind of work were you doing? I'm actually retraining at the moment. I'm hoping to become a stylist, you see. Pet stylist it is, yes. So I've been studying hard and practicing every moment I can. Usual field of study for being an unusual person. Unusual prison, I suppose. And that's it. I certainly didn't see anything. Interesting. I've barely asked him anything at all. He's already sweating bullets. So yes, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you. Sorry. The very first case in this game? Or the previous game? Or from which game? The very first case, the Phoenix Attorney game? I don't remember at all.
Hold it!
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Swit. Nope, don't remember. This interview's only just begun. I mean... Larry the house intruder? The alarm clock? I don't remember at all, I'm sorry. I mean, even if you were to ask me, you know something? Don't you? That's the supermodel had the alarm clock? From France or whatever? He's definitely hiding something. I'll need to push him a little harder if I get any answers. I don't remember. First step is analyze the situation. Let's take a look at our opponent. Oh, he's got 3 pieces. That's anything. I really can't help you, I'm afraid. Turns out to be a good poker player. It's hard to tell much at all from his face. I don't think he'd be giving me much in the way of physical cues either. I have to rely solely on his words instead. Hi, Mopar. How's it going? How was your day? How was your Tuesday? It's the only way I'll know what's going on underneath. Alright, time to make my first move. Let's see who we're dealing with here. Very good hiding his emotions. Everyone has to tell. Mind chess. I'm doing pretty well. Tell me, what's your connection to this incident? Which incident? The murder? Oh, well, it has nothing at all to do with me. Nothing. Really? I wouldn't dream of getting involved in anything as ghastly as that. Well, you see, I'm not gonna put this. I like to think of myself as an upstanding citizen, a good person, if you will. The person is Mr. Sweat, but under normal circumstances, good people do not tend to end up in prison. So that's... You do well telling me what you know about the incident. How many times do I have to tell you people? I mean, I don't know anything. I swear. So I don't know what more to say, but I can't help you. My apologies, Mr. Swit. Consider the incident occurred right here in the prison. I found it very hard to believe that you know nothing at all. Oh, well, yes, I suppose I can see how it might seem unlikely. But it's true. Looking for the person who found the body, you have to look elsewhere. Why do you think I'm looking for the person who found the body? I certainly never mentioned any such thing to you. Is it because you do know something you're not telling me after all? No, I sensed you, that's what you might be looking for, that's all. Simply a pet stylist in training. I don't know anything, truly. There's no doubt about it now. This man is hiding something big. In which case, let's find out what he did yesterday, the day of the incident. Alright, we filled our time. Opponent's very good at hiding his true feelings, but not for long. Time to smash that mask and see what lurks behind that phony smile. Alright, tell me about the day of the incident. If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, then you have nothing to hide, right? Well, the day of the incident... Oh gosh, I mean, so much happened. Don't have anything to ask me. I need to get going. Perhaps a little more productivity is called for. This guy's hard to read. Make good hide his emotions. I did instance. What's happened? I want to know what you were doing, Mr. Swit, in detail. I told you I'm a pet stylist in training. That's what I was doing yesterday. Training. Specifically, I was giving the animals a trim. You notice any commotion at the time of the incident? I imagine things were suddenly quite tumultuous around here. Well, commotion, you say? No, not really. Maybe I heard someone, but... You heard someone. Was this someone screaming, by any chance? Don't try to tell me you don't remember. You continue to assert that you know nothing about the incident, Mr. Swit. I'm afraid I don't believe a word of it. Gah! No. I thought I heard someone yelling, but I don't really remember. As you heard screaming at the time of the murder may well prove to be a useful clue. I'd well to bear it in mind. How about the day of the incident? If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, then you have nothing to hide, right? Well, the day of the incident... Oh gosh, I mean, so much happened. How are things in prison? What was it like here in the prison yesterday morning? I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid. I had to point my clue. You don't remember? Please. You literally just confirmed that you heard a scream. Okay, but I might have been mistaken. Truth is, I really don't remember. Memory fails you yet again? How convenient. I know you're lying, Mr. Swit. How do you talk to me like? I mean, I'm not lying. Look, you must know, when I'm working with the animals and I get into the zone, they're all I see. I understand you have something of a talent for animal grooming then? Well, my scissors technique usually work, but I'd say I'm quite good with the animals. They seem to like me. I'm especially good at calming them down when they get scared. Scared? And when exactly do they get scared? Sure, it doesn't happen very often. Well, that's... No, thankfully it doesn't. A loud scream would certainly frighten the animals, wouldn't it? Why are you going to such lengths to deny having heard the scream? What is it you're hiding, Mr. Swit? Tell me. My piece down. Gah! I can assure you I'm not hiding anything. I'll admit I did really hear somebody scream. I'm not hiding anything. I promise. That's finally beginning to crack. Now shatter completely by asking about the scream itself in more detail. Alright, time refilled. I you're about to learn a painful lesson, Mr. Swit. But hiding things from me never ends well for my opponent. When did you hear the scream? Oh, wait. Yeah, I remember. I forgot about the show. They put on a show for us prisoners around the time of the incident, you see. Yes, performing animals, if I remember rightly. That's where I was in the morning. So now you wish to claim that you didn't hear her scream because you were at the show. You realize that goes completely against everything you've told me so far. What are you gonna do about it, huh? That is, my memory is pretty patchy, as they say. The animal show really had to be seen to be believed. It did it? Tell me, what kind of animals did you see? Now, let me think. A whale? Enough of your lies. You were nowhere near the show, were you? Ah! Well, I seem to remember being there, but maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. It's clear Mr. Swit wasn't at the show. This feels like a vital clue. Who did you hear screaming? Well, wait. I just realized I made a mistake. When the incident happened, I was out in the yard. Yes. So I didn't hear anyone screaming. No one at all. Time to point my clue. How long are you planning to keep up these lies? I already know that you weren't at the show. Ah! Hands up, Mr. Switz. It's high time you told me the truth. I demand to know about the scream now. I can't tell you what I don't know. I didn't hear any scream, not from the person who found the body. Wait, it wasn't the victim that screamed? How curious. Most people would assume that the scream had come from the victim. So then why do you think it came from the person who found the body, Ah, I made a mistake, that's all. How much, Swit? How did you know that it was the person that found the body who screamed? Hi, it's, Shall I tell you? You knew because it was you who found the body. And the scream that was heard when the incident occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from you! Dun dun dun! Yeah! How did you? Arg! It's true, I admit it. But what gives you the right to treat people like this? Oh, checkmate. Mind chess, checkmate! Now I've established that you were the one who found the body, Mr. Swit. I think it is time to brush my tail. Yep, seems like a good thing to do. Alright, I'm gonna go brush. Now we've established that he's the one that found the body. I'll be right back in 2.5 minutes. Right? Alright, I am back. We got 3 seconds left. That should be the last ad break we have to take to kill the pre-roll. I'm trying to be better at timing those and, you know, so you guys aren't missing anything. Alright, you're the one to find the body, Mr. Switz. I believe you have lost any standing you might have had to withhold your cooperation. Alright, you win. But I'm sure I wouldn't have anything useful to tell you. This probably isn't even worth your time. That's not for you to decide. By my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure that end. Except that's not exactly what we're here to do, is it? What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth. We're trying to save Simeon. That's what we do now, remember? We work to get our client out of trouble. Not as prosecutor, but as a defense attorney's assistant. What the K-Meister said. You need to listen to the kid more, you know? A client has requested the services of Edgeworth & Co. As your old man always said, your relationship with your client comes before everything else. So you think Mr. Zhang's well-being is taking a backseat to some quest for the truth? Well, let's just say I don't like to fire people, so I need you to fight against your instincts a little harder, yeah? This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of this man's testimony remains unchanged. For Mr. Swit, I'm asking once more, what happened when you found the body? I was in the workshop there by myself practicing what I'd learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. I happened to take a peek in through the little window. And then I saw him lying there. A man, not moving. Dead. I quailed and frightened, found myself screaming in sheer terror. Let me get this straight. Again, I also hate this trope. Who finds a body and screams? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of screaming when you find a body? I thought I found a body once. I didn't scream. I didn't yell. I was just like, hey, is that a body over there? And then I went and told a police officer. End of story. That's not a woman. That's a man. But I don't scream. I didn't scream. I thought I found a body. I went and told a police officer. I didn't scream. It wasn't a body. It turned out to be a homeless person. Sleeping under a bush. With just his feet sticking out. But how was I to know that? Not my fault. I sent the police officer to check on him. And he wasn't there when I got back. So, yeah. Anyway, let me get this straight. The room you're in is next to the one where the corpse was found. Yes, that's right. I was in workshop B. And you were there the whole day. Yes, from 7 a.m. roll call onwards. There are 3 roll calls a day, you see? 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. You check who's in the workshops during roll call, correct? That's right. Oh, nothing was reported to be amiss at 7 a.m. Which means that Nice Body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time. Prison roll call, jot down my organizer. Guess that means the murder took place after 7 a.m. It's right around the time the show was happening. I guess the show, I remember. The other prisoners going to see it. And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. Hey, Emerald. Would that be a fair assessment, Mr. Stewart? I guess so, but I only found the body. I swear. By the way, I can already tell you, the body was already dead. At that time. The body was not found at the 7 a.m. roll call because the body wasn't visible at the 7 a.m. roll call. They weren't looking for that guy. He wasn't on the roster, so why would he be there? So he got moved into that room at some point. I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear. It's clear contradiction of Mr. Swit's testimony. That should be my first priority. Alright, let's find the lie. I was in that workshop there by myself practicing what I'd learned.
Hold it!
What exactly were you practicing? How to be a pet stylist, of course. I'm a model prisoner, after all. So keep saying. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop.
Hold it.
You found yourself there? Really? That's right. And then I found myself peeking through the little window in the door. Why'd you think to do that? Gosh, I don't know. I just found myself doing it, really. You clearly weren't concentrating on your work, then. No, that's not true. I am a model prisoner. It's just all the other prisoners had gone to watch the show. Guess I was, well, kind of lonely. I being stuck in school after everybody else had gone home, huh? It's exactly like that. Anyway, I found myself in front of the door to the workshop, and... How do you get out of this workshop? I haven't peeked into the little window.
Hold it.
Does that mean you didn't get a good look inside? No, I couldn't. The window was not only small, but it had bars over it, you see? Not exactly a panoramic view. There's still guards who check on what's going on, right? That's right, yes. You're a very knowledgeable young lady. You bet. I guess you could say I know a little something about prisons now, too. I turned myself to address this newfound interest later. Anyway, yes, I peeked into the little window in the workshop door. And then I saw him lying there, a man not moving, dead.
Hold it.
You could tell right away if it was a man or a woman. It was clearly a man. His physique, his clothes. It was also very clear that he was dead. You could tell just by peeking through the little window. Look, let's just say this wasn't my first dead body. What? What? You're in prison for... my internal shame? Yes. This was, however, the first time I had seen another person's handiwork up close, so... I quite frightened, found myself screaming in sheer terror.
Hold it.
Do you recall how exactly you screamed? Any words you might have used? No, I only remember that I screamed. Also didn't remember much. They're busy crying out in terror, Mr. Miles. Exactly. So yes, I screamed. That's all I remember. He himself as an innocent bystander, but nothing could be further from the truth. Given what he is, things couldn't have happened as he claims. Archer's testimony is as clear as day. So you present the evidence that proves it. Wait, you want to have no bracelet?
Objection.
Enough of these pathetic lies, Mr. Swit. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are. What I am? Alright, Isos, thank you for the lurk. I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's training to be a pet stylist.
Hold it.
That's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrist? The bracelet that marks you as a prisoner, and therefore unable to move around as you please. As we both know, stepping outside that door would have sounded an alarm. And well, that's... There's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in. Ah! Ooh, stylishly done, Edgeru. Doesn't mean this Mr. Swit couldn't have found the body, then? Good question, okay? As Mr. Swit himself can explain. Actually, I may have forgotten to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that. I'll explain exactly how I was able to see the body if you like. Oh, by all means, go ahead. Let me guess, you're gonna do some kind of mirror magic. This little trick we prisoners know about, you see? As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's too far to reach. So I was able to peek through the window into the workshop next door. Satisfied the victim's dead body, but she made me scream in fright. So he's saying... Which arm is his bracelet on? He said to take a look next door because he had kept his arm inside workshop B as he leaned out. Don't tell him about a little trick. Touch not the guards, please. He said this is all he was hiding. I better dig a little deeper into his testimony. Just in case. Alright, let's look. Alright, if you look at the diagram, those doors are not as close together as they are in the diagram. Look at the diagram. They look very close together. They're not that close together. Because you look at this, that distance is about the size of a door. Anyway, whatever. I doubt they're getting that granularity with it. So trick the prisoner know about, you see.
Hold it!
This is stupid to press here, but I'm going to do it anyway. Tell me some more about this trick, Mr. Swit. Of course. It's quite simple, really. As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the arm. Which way? It looks like it's on his right wrist.
Hold it!
I suppose it allows you to enjoy a little taste of freedom. It does, to be honest. It's one of the few things that brings me joy anymore. Not a surprising source of joy, but rule breaking is exactly a demonstration of remorsefulness, is it? Oh, but I am remorseful. I always am. I'm a model prisoner, after all. I mean, suspect that he doesn't know what a model prisoner actually is. So you used this trick to peek through the window. That's right, yes. I made sure the guard wasn't looking and leaned out into the corridor. That's how I was able to peek through the window and into the workshop next door.
Hold it!
Why'd you make so much an effort just to take a look? Well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door. And that room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange. You went to look as soon as you heard these noises? Yes, of course. I had to see what was going on. I went right away. I see. Are there any problems with what Mr. Swit just said? Apparently you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body. Because the person who made the noise should have been there too. You got him quaking in his boots, Mr. Edgeworth. Swit, tell us the truth about what you saw. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent. But it will do a little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime. I'm sorry. I did see something else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I might have dreamt it. That's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it. Just tell us what you saw. What did you see? Alright. It was that dog. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk his terrible teeth in the victim's throat. Well, what did you just say? It was hellish. Utterly hellish. That beast. That awful beast. He killed him. Suddenly I don't feel so good. Jeepers creepers. That's awful. Talk about traumatizing. It's dreadful. Horrible. Now you know why I couldn't help but scream. I told you guys my dog once went for my throat when she was a puppy. The very first night I let her sleep in the bed with me, she waited till I was asleep and then went for my throat. And I pried her jaws off my throat. I rolled over on top of her and I bit her ear. And she felt really bad. And after that, she'd only lick my throat, and then she's a lot more chill after that. So there's a man-eating dog in the prison's animal population, is there? And that really is everything I promise. You believe me, don't you? For now, this one seems too far-fetched to a lie. Even for you. I'd like you to pin what you just told us to your testimony, if you don't mind. Very well. So that spot the victim's dead body was made to scream in fright.
Hold it!
How much do you remember about the man you saw? I remember everything. Let's see. He had blonde hair, and his neck was covered in blood because he was dead. Yes, we know that, Mr. Swit. Thank you very much. I'm just telling you what I saw. I thought your attorneys were obsessed with the little details. There's some serious venom behind those words. It tells me you may not have had the best experience with defense attorneys in the past. I also saw that black dog, his mouth clamped tight around the man's throat.
Hold it!
You sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat? Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it, and... Whoa. Spare us the gory details, will you? What about the victim? Was he... Eek. Don't say it. Do you really need to ask him what that, Mr. Edgeworth? How okay was that punch for? How on your side here? He wasn't moving at all, he was just lying there. Meaning he was already dead. There was so much blood just oozing from his neck. Oh, he was dead as a doornail. I'm sure of that. Not even the twitch of a finger. Just lifeless. Eek, enough already. Why'd you have to go into every little detail like that? To give you a nice and accurate testimony. That is what you want, isn't it? Should I would have said to my testimony, Mr. Edgeworth? Please do. It's awful, I tell you. Terrible. He's dead as a doornail, I'm sure of that. And a twitch of a finger, just lifeless.
Hold it!
You paint a very vivid picture. Well, I had a front row seat, I suppose. I could almost feel the agony of the poor man's final moments. I don't think I'll be getting any sleep tonight, Mr. Edgeworth. You won't? Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, and it's all your fault for pressing him for more gory details. I'm having nightmares tonight myself. It's all still so fresh in my memory. I'm seeing his ring gleaming as it caught the light, a future snowflake motif in relief. How'd you see his ring?
Hold it!
A snowflake motif in relief? You seem to have a very clear memory of this ring, Mr. Swit. Hey, Fox, we have the Yang Miko Fox. I used to go door to door sell newspapers, as you see. I take people in at a glance. Their appearance, their mood, that sort of thing. Figuring out who exactly you're dealing with is the first step in any sale. In this case, you were figuring out a corpse. What can I say? Force of habit. One that served me very well in my sales career, if I do say so myself. Even so, you seem to remember things to an uncanny level of detail. I suppose, nevertheless, it is true. I remember the ring, the relief, all of it. Might seem implausible, though. Let's take a look at the condition of the victim's body is what we found it. You know what I saw, Mr. Edgeworth, and my eyes don't lie. Ring's covered. Ring's covered, you can't see it. Look, ring is covered, you couldn't see it from the door. Also, he's like 10 feet away, 20 feet away. How are you going to notice the snowflake pattern on a ring? Tonight was bitten under the throat by a dog that lives here in the prison. Not the most plausible of explanations, I have to say. Well, they do say that pets take after their owners. There are some things they shouldn't take after. Not they're supposed to help reform their owners. Oh, that's what's the point of having an animal therapy program. I should probably ask Mr. Swit a little more about this dog. Ba 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 ba.
Objection!
A ring with a snowflake relief. Yes, I saw it clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail. Interesting. The testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's just a little too accurate. And what's wrong with being too accurate? I mean this, you testified to having seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger. See? Exactly as I said. There's no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by a tarp. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless that is, you approached the body and removed the sheet. Plus earlier you only took a look through the window in the door. Yet you seem to have seen quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Swit. Who the heck do you think you are, huh? Mr. Big Shot act like you know it all? I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear. Oh, I know. That man's arm. It must have moved under the tarp after I peeked in.
Objection!
Nonsense, you already told us that that can't have been the case. He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there. And he was already dead. You said it yourself. The victim was already dead. And dead men don't move, do they? Ooh-wee, is that the stench of ooze desperation I smell? What are you hiding, Mr. Swit? Tell us. No, You're wrong. I know what I saw. Gwa! He was in the room with him. Who throws their toupee? You could let it go, could you? Had to keep on poking and prodding. You slimy two-bit associate attorney. I think the real Mr. Swit has finally revealed himself. Whoa, that's quite the rug he was walking. Came straight at you like some kind of flying black cat. The guy stuck to his face. That's kind of gross. Look, I'm just a sweet, innocent witness here. But are you really? Because I must say I have doubts. Very serious doubts. What's that supposed to mean? You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So how did you do it? That's simple. Mr. Swit, this is where you were standing when you saw the body. boop, 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 boop.
Take that!
You were in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen it. The relief on the ring. Ha! Ha ha! Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Let me prove I was in the room with the body, anyway. Can you prove it, can you? 'Cause I was in the room, next room over. I have my own business and looking after the animals. Also, I have signed out a pair of rubber gloves. For fun? Shut up. I want to see the evidence that proves I was in that room with the body.
Take that!
Where's your other glove? Right there. We already found it. Alright, Mr. Switz. What were you doing when you discovered the body? I mean, I was practicing my pet styling techniques. Of course. Then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you. Either that's... This glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice you have a similar glove tucked in your apron. No, this one's different.
Hold it!
Yes, because it's a left glove. The one we found was a right glove. That one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it? It's just a rubber glove. There are hundreds of them all over the prison. Doesn't prove anything.
Objection!
Not yet, perhaps, but if I were to ask the police to check this glove for prints, I have a feeling the results would be rather fascinating. Noong! Wah! It's over.
Objection!
Oh, what the? Hey, that was a pretty rad objection, am I right? Please, Fender, now is not the time for tomfoolery. I have a legit objection, because this isn't over. There's something that still doesn't make sense. My man here's a prisoner, right? And he's got one of the bracelet doohickeys on. That's true, so how could he have left his workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he tried. Right. I don't have a good explanation for that yet. One thing you'd like to share, good buddy? We're all friends here. That's weird, he should be clinging onto that bracelet, like the big round lifesaver it is. In what way? As in, it's the best hope our wig-flinging friend here has for getting off the hook for murder. So I can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life. Yet he hasn't said a peep about it. Wonder why that might be, Sound of silence. I suppose Miss Law Priestess preached that silence was golden yesterday, too. Oh, whoa, you sound like an actual attorney for a second there, Mr. Fender. Words for times when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Gregory taught me that. It's part of the attorney's code he lived by. So, friend, what's the dealio? Why so coy about your bracelet? I'll tell you the truth. It's broken. Broken? I fell over a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. After that, I didn't seem to set the sensors off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but, well, it was awfully convenient. I see, so your bracelet is broken. Did it really break that easily? If so, then this prison has a serious security problem. Either, can we have a moment? Aren't you just the cutest? Ahem. Meow, how can I help you, sir? This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? That's not good. I can someone to find a replacement right away. Thank you. We'll keep hold of the broken one for the time being. Of course, sir. I trust you take good care of it. I'm getting sleepy. I haven't even taken my pill yet. It's about that time, though. Should I go and take it? Should I wait? I'll go and take it. Sweet. Bracelet sorted. Now to turn to our murder. And yes? Popping pills on stream. Okay. Sleeping pill taken. Should help me sleep in a little bit. Now turn a murderer in, yeah? What? No, I didn't kill anybody. Whoa there, Palio. You're the one who said your bracelet was out of commission. Or were there other inmates freely roaming the halls while everybody was busy watching the show? No, I just found the body, that's all, I promise. When I did, that enormous dog still had his mouth wrapped around the poor man's neck. Only went into the workshop after the beast had left. Then why didn't you go in? Well, oh fine, I wanted to go through his pockets, okay? He's going to rob the corpse? That explains why he remembers nice rings in so much detail. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I'd never stoop so low as to steal from a... I didn't steal anything either. The show ended just after I'd entered the room, and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs thereafter. I panicked, rushed back to the other workshop, and started my fake screaming. And dropped the glove in your haste, huh? I guess this all just about hangs together. Anything smell funky to you, Miles? Other than whether Mr. Swade is the one who did it, I'd say one very significant question still remains. The question of how Knight made it into prison proper from his holding still in the detention center. Ooh, yeah, that was a doozy. I also can't help but wonder about another key feature of Mr. Swade's testimony. That dog's involvement can only mean one thing. Mr. Swade? Yes? What is it? Were you the only prisoner who didn't go watch the show? Oh no, there was one other who didn't. Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't have watched the show even if you wanted to? Yes, how did you... I knew it. I had my suspicions when we first ran into that black dog yesterday. This confirms it. We have a blind prisoner. How come it's dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but... Where's this person's cell? You're going to see him? Who are we talking about here? Him. He's not like the other prisoners, you know. He's special. He's treated like royalty. But you didn't hear that from me. All I'll say is if you value your life, you'll stay well away from him. What? Will you please stop trying to scare us all of the time? Oh, the big cheese, huh? Well, I, for one, definitely value my life, so that sucks. Even maximum security. Which is over there. Maximum security. Well, that's certainly one way out of treating someone differently. Alright, got maximum security. Alright, quit being so mysterious and tell us who he is already. Let's just say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact. And that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much. Well, Mozzie, you think you care to share, or are you going to leave Kay and I in the dark here, too? We should remain in maximum security. He's an old acquaintance. Who do we know who's old and blind? Let's go pay him a visit. Let's maybe we'll find our dark canine friend there, too. Who do we know that's blind? Do we know anybody that's blind? They just said it's an old friend. Also, I just want to point out, these bars are way too wide. Wow, it's pitch black in there. Can't see a thing. Didn't you say that Yatagarasu takes flight even in the dead of night or something? In the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Whoa, you're one powerful performer. Thanks, but that doesn't help me see in the dark. I'm human, not a three-legged raven. Eek! Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a dog! I'm Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. I knew it. Has been far too long. You remember me? Okay, I could hardly forget now, could I? After all, you're the one who put me away. Mr. Edgeworth? Are you talking to that dog? Or is there someone else in there? Still can't see a dang thing. Oh, but I'm forgetting myself. Forgive me. I do not often receive visitors. One moment, I'll turn on the lights. What is going on in here? Is he an alien? Look at his head. Look at this. He's got a gold statue. He's got like gold statues in there. What is going on in here? And his number is boss. Did he carve the statues himself? I don't know what's going on. Ear? Hello? Ear? Having ear trouble. There we go, fixed it. Okay, hey. You're heavy for the lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all? Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. Come on! Bodhidharma Canis? Maybe? I don't know. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Kehehe. Canis was a notorious assassin. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. They let him bring his own dog in prison? His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me? Notice he also doesn't have a bracelet on. You know why I'm here, in fact. I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already. Okay, and I suppose you have nothing to hide from one another. I will say, I much prefer dogs with pointy ears. And it's not because, like, my ears are pointy. It's because, I just find them cuter. Okay? Suspicion of murder. The faithful canine friend is currently the chief specimen in a murder investigation. The person who found the body saw a dog with its mouth around the victim's throat. The witness is mistaken. Helmut is a gentle soul. He is my eyes, nothing more. It's absurd to think that he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, it is. You're a good boy, aren't you? Helmut's more than a mere seeing eye dog. He's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. A weapon once used in this man's sort of trade. How did he get his dog in prison? This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume? Or some is anything but trustworthy. He's still very much a suspect himself. I don't claim that his testimony is beyond a reproach. I know then? I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmut, yes. Figures that he already knew our witnesses. Knew who our witnesses. What were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Canis? Doing the show, you mean? Kehehe. I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning. You have permission to engage in such a hobby? I can't believe someone would actually let you. Ward and I have an understanding. An understanding? That's ridiculous. This man should be allowed 1, let alone 5 chisels. There are nothing but lethal weapons in his hands. I was carving foolish pieces at first, but by the 674th bench it had begun to wane. Well, that must have taken forever. Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus is now shifted to pieces such as these. That's a cool one. It's a Cerberus Knight, I guess. I didn't know you played chess. You play too, do you not, prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me. Though you may find my game rather rudimentary. I only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid. Well, what's that piece? A dog with 3 heads? Ah yes, the dogs of war. Must forget my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles, all doing their utmost to protect the king. All loyal to the last. I've always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. After all, what more loyal weapon can an army call upon? Still, it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not. I play by the regular rules, and with regular pieces. I can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though. Oh, I have my correspondence. Correspondence chest, then? Sharing moves by post? Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. The contents are inspected, of course. Although I've yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move. And nope, never have. His current opponent isn't a resident here. I suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Canis. His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor unfortunate soul. To keep your ear to the ground. My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth. Why am I not surprised that he's plugged into the Prince's information network? But perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all. What do you mean? Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one. A crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway. Attempted assassination of a president. That is no small matter. Attempted assassination. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth. Did Mr. Knight... Yes, we proved that he murdered his team leader. That there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? They attempted to cover up the President Wang's fake assassination scheme? Whoa there, cowboy. You're saying the Broncos didn't actually have a prop at the prize? Top of the press? I was hired to defend him on the charge of attempted murder. We don't know what really happened? So what, they just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight? Explain why the committee was so keen to get involved. Of course, they took you off the case to try and keep you away. And swapped in that Wiener kid to push... I thought I misread that, but yeah, that pushed that Wiener kid to push through an attempted murder charge. Those are trying to cover up the truth. Okay, so we were trying to frame him. According to the guards, this night, was it? They tell me he was violently insistent that he had attempted no assassination. Which would have come out anyway when the case went to trial. I'm no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for certainty that he would not have been the first inmate in prison on false pretenses. An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmut, yes it is. Yes. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth. No bastion of truth, huh? I've heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, too, are you? Feel about that kind of thinking. Is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. I never was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors. Even Helmut understands. Don't you, Helmut? Yes, you do. The truth you feel in court in your deductions, it's dangerous to trust either implicitly. Arg! But I'm not bitter. You are not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, her distaste for it to be lingering unspoken in the air. Not those two again. Prosecutor Winter and Judge Gabble. They went over my cell with a fine-tooth comb, but they left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe, to no avail. But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it they searched every cell in the prison. And still failed to find what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed. Pretty sure the murder weapon's in the dirt in that room. Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now? Swift's testimony is flimsy at best. I need more proper evidence if I want to take Canis on. I think it's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Helmut, we'll show you out. Good boy, Helmut. Go on now. He's not showing us out permanently, right? Well, let's get out of here. Come on. Until next time, Mr. Canis. It does pay me that our brief time must end, just as we were becoming reacquainted. I wait your return, Mr. Edgeworth. Why is she hiding up on the rock? Now, I gather the evidence I need to bolster my case. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! That's the best hiding spot you could find? It's alright, Katie. You can come down now. Where's Fender? He ran off somewhere. I had no idea he could move that fast. Sigh, Fender, Fender, Fender. So what do we do now? You now will continue the investigation. I know just where to start. I solved that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. I suppose it was found in one of the prison workshops. But he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of those heavy security doors? Let's start by investigating the holding cells. It's a nice room, right? But, what about Mr. Fender? I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready. Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh well. Look at that mustache! Look at that mustache! Those are very impressive mustaches. Victim cell is just over there. The other way, Mr. Edgeworth. I have just about had it. Who's that? One of the guards must have come from the corridor marked no entry. He's still not talking, ma'am? Even the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? No, I've tried so many times, I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report. I guess a killer for hire is always going to be a tough nut to crack. Killer for hire? Oh. I couldn't help overhearing one of the guard, but were you just talking about Bodhidharma Canis? My, you were listening? How very gauche of you. A girl's privacy is her armor, you know. Do you normally conduct interrogations of the man yourself? Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional tete-a-tete with everyone, you see. That's what it means to be a member of the family in the little home of ours. There's a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once. Your office? How sweet. He's angling for an invite. Well, I suppose it is the hottest ticket in town. It's down this corridor here, darling. But if I don't just let anybody wander in willy-nilly. Let's see, that would be right around here. Hee, it's a wonderful room if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. Who would want to view my fabulous garden in the yard? Ooh la la. The yard? Something like the rest of the palace. The rest of the place is probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Update the thing. Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest. I'm afraid that's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home. If you want to see it that badly, you'll just have to get convicted for doing something unspeakable. That's a rather steep price to pay. Oh, but just listen to me chattering away, like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Allie's lunchtime brunch. The poor dear will be dying. Allie? Sweetest little dear in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favors, but you know how it is. Now to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. I want to ask her more about Canis, but she's dominated that conversation from start to finish. Ow! Why are you throwing apples? Yeah, I was wondering if her whole coat might be made out of foxes. I'm curious about this. It looks like there's a door. Door. Where is this door over here? Where does this come out? It's behind the cells, right? What is here? Cookie? No. Give me a cookie. No. It's almost time for bed. Sigh, let's go investigate the victim's cell, shall we? Alright, unfortunately, I know it's a couple minutes early, but I think we should probably stop here. We can investigate this when we come back. Tomorrow. I'm very sorry. I know, Treeborn, you're very excited, but it is getting late, and I gotta redeem all those games before I go to bed. So we'll exit now. Exit. So anyway, that's it for us tonight. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you all have a good night. Have good dreams. Did someone just throw an apple at me? I thought I found a breeze. Yeah, sleep well. Have good dreams. And hope to see you guys tomorrow for more chess puzzles. And of course, Ace Attorney. Maybe we'll finish this case. Probably not. It's probably going to be a little bit too much for us to finish, but we'll give it a shot. See how we do. Maybe we will. You caught a tire. Poor Zellick. But yeah, so that's it for me. Yeah, sleep well, have good dreams, and see you guys tomorrow, okay? Good night, everyone. Fox out. Night-night.